Hello, and welcome to the third video in a series on the tabletop role-playing game Bunkers and Badasses. In this video, we'll be discussing classes. All class skill trees can be found in the sourcebook and the PDFs provided on the Nerdvana website. Every class skill tree provides a player with a wide variety of options to influence their playstyle. I wanted to quickly summarize what playstyles are commonly exhibited through class skills and give an example to which players can compare. These examples are by no means comprehensive, and two players of similar build can be vastly different due to their chosen skills. The Assassin is a class who can often safely navigate the battlefield to gain the upper hand against enemies. It also has many skills which focus on giving bonuses to stats, skill checks, or attacks for being stealthy. I would compare this class to the Rogue from Dungeons & Dragons, which also has an ambushing playstyle and performs well on many skill checks. The Berserker is a class whose skills allow them to take hits or reposition. They are particularly difficult to hit or kill and quite adept at maneuvering the battlefield. They also have a few skills which focus on explosives, splash damage, or rocket launchers. I would compare this class to the Soldier from Team Fortress 2, who can specialize in taking a lot of damage while also staying very agile. The Commando is a class whose skills allow them to be a generalist among players. They have many skills which provide a lot of benefit even with only 1 point invested. They also have skills which allow them to specialize in the use of rocket launchers, grenades, or the action skill. I would compare this versatile offensive class to the Artillerist Artificer from Dungeons & Dragons. The Gunzerker is a class whose identity and playstyle revolves around their action skill. Many of its skills affect this sudden burst of damage which can quickly turn a fight in the player's favor. They also have skills which affect health regen, making them very durable. I would compare this class to Fighter from Dungeons & Dragons, particularly because of its action surge. The Hunter is a class which can consistently deal high amounts of damage. They have a wide variety of playstyles through a player's choice of skills. They can specialize with pistols to deal high amounts of single-target damage, or control the battlefield with their familiar. I would compare this class to the Ranger from Dungeons & Dragons, which can also be an effective single-target damage dealer or summoner. The Lightwalker is a class which can be very agile, can debuff enemies, and deal respectable damage. Their skills allow for it to be an effective specialist or generalist. I would compare this class to the Monk from Dungeons & Dragons, which is notable for its agility and stunning strike. The Necromancer is a class which heavily focuses on dealing elemental damage and using their action skill. Investing in the Mastery stat generates massive returns due to this class's skill synergy. I would compare this class to the Sorcerer from Dungeons & Dragons due to its specialized and powerful playstyle. The Phaselocker is a class which primarily specializes in battlefield control. Their action skill can be used to isolate and control enemies or deal elemental damage. They are also capable of being a combat medic or dealing elemental damage depending on skill choice. I would compare this class to the Cleric from Dungeons & Dragons, given how they affect the status of both players and enemies. The Psycho is a class which excels in melee combat and elemental damage. Their skills synergize very well and promote a versatile playstyle. This class can also be an effective tank, taking a lot of damage. I would compare this class to the Barbarian from Dungeons & Dragons due to its high-risk, high-reward playstyle. The Soldier is a class whose action skill allows them to be an effective combat support. Though it has many skills which assist other players, this class is far from being passive. This class can also confidently deal damage using their action skill, shotguns, and grenades. I would compare this class to the Engineer from Team Fortress 2 due to its strategic and defensive playstyle. That wraps up all the classes. In the next video, I'll be having an in-depth discussion about items. Thanks for watching.